some stuff we got to work on. But we're going to talk about how I find this very interesting. I find this interesting that there's another state missing out of the shopping cart of Danny's PSP products. First things first, my name is Kenneth Burr. My company is ILEG, Infusion Light Energy Gain Technology Screens. And as I told you before, we had a problem with a fellow by the name of Danny Rogers, who went in and did some false demonstrations about our products, false reviews about our products, and canceled the entire state of Pennsylvania. Now, mind you, the Spartan technology is a Phantom technology. That's what it is. And we designed a more high-grade version of the Phantom because he claimed he beat it already. Let's go and basically challenge his product, his new Series C. The Series C is the one that canceled the state of Pennsylvania. The goopy-de-goo stuff, that nonsense at the end of the day, we got $700 worth of canceled orders onto that. Now, of course, knowing that he's already canceled, knowing he's lost PayPal claims against us because he couldn't back his products up, what's the next stage? But we can't afford another cancellation. Let's just do this. Let's just remove the state of Pennsylvania. And that's what he's been doing. He's been doing it to other people. I've had other people complain that he's removed the state of Pennsylvania from people, like Pennsylvania, different states, and if he decides he doesn't want you to ever order from him. And this is a person who does not seem to be able to back his products up because we had problems with him not being able to back those products up. So somewhere along the line, him and Derek Williams had an argument. They had a fight. Now, what they were fighting about, I don't care. But apparently it was something to the point where he called him a scammer. Now, do I think Derek Williams is a scammer? Oh, heck yeah, he's a scammer. He's a huge scammer. A guy basically, paints don't look like their operation. They're too dark. They're too dingy. There's no test underneath the product. And on top of that, the guy claims to be a minister, in which he's not. Because, again, we've asked him for some documents on that, and we got nothing in return. We got nothing. Not a thing. So he's not. Just basically a couple of videos of him ranting in front of a Burlington Coat Factory, and that was it. Nothing to back up what we said he was. All right. So with that being said, we didn't get any documents or anything from him proving who he was. And then, he got in some trouble over here because he was harassing my family and friends and carrying on, where we were able to locate his whereabouts and figure out where he was at. So right now, we're in contact with the building. We're talking to them about the problems we've been having with them, and we've been sending his letters over there. As a matter of fact, I got some more letters when we send it over to the legal department, whatever. But long story short, he's in the process of getting an eviction notice out of the building he's in, facing jail time, and on top of that, our lawsuit. So again, didn't go well for him. But he is definitely a scammer. That is true. Now, is Roger a scammer? Heck, Rogers is a scammer. That's like a scammer calling another person a scammer. Rogers is a scammer because, again, he can't back his products up. I've seen his products claim to be black paint and then around and turn out to be gray, which we have right here in a demonstration showing that find out why PARTAY Series C products are gray. It's supposed to be a black screen, and here in the video, this is a guy by the name of McAfee, Daniel McAfee, who's doing a review on his product. Of course, they all know each other, and he called himself doing him a favor. But his screen, claimed to be black, is actually gray. And it happened multiple times. A customer who bought it in the UK was doing video demonstrations in the dark to try to show that it pulled a black level, but it was in the dark with a black screen. It was gray. He blocked all our comments. Here we go. So yeah, that screen came up gray. It's a gray screen, not black. And people do this. Sometimes they'll make a gray paint. They try to pass it off. I don't even know how that would even work because the customer's going to find out. But they do it. They try it.
The Series C is giving you a white level I have not yet seen on a DIY, sector screen paint for $60. I'll take this over anything Ingram has ever created or is going to create any day of the week. Maybe you, I don't care, whatever you want to say. Okay, this is, and down there you see something like this is going to look like this has the advantage because it is darker tone overall.
It does have the advantage because it basically pulled a contrast level. It's black paint that you have in there, which you claim to be ours. But again, that's what the lawsuits are for. He's being sued. Danny's being sued for this dumb nonsense. And others are being sued for. It's just one of the other things. But as you can see, he claims the Series C the entire time to be black, and it's not. It's clearly a gray paint. That's consumer fraud right there from the door. Mr. Rogers and Mr. McAfee. McAfee, I'm going to tell you something right now. You know, it's funny. I try to do this in a way where I try to shield him because he has kids. There's no way to shield this. What happens? He's in this thing with them at the end of the day. And again, if Jamie gets into a point where they start squeezing him for information because there's other people involved, which ain't hard to get a hold of these guys. Oh my goodness, man, he is just so screwed on so many levels. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. You know, it's like being a driver for the getaway car. All right, say you didn't do much, you're just driving. You're still going to jail. You're with them. You're accessory to the crime. You're still going to be going through the same thing. But if they went into that jail and they went into that bank and they did things and they upped that ante, you're going to get a part of that up to that ante too also. So yeah, he's doomed on so many levels, it's not even funny. But on our end, at least we can honestly say that we're not going for the house or anything like that. We are going to sue him. That's definitely going to happen. He is going to go to jail. That's definitely going to happen. But on our half, we can say, okay, we're not looking to give him 30, 40 years in jail. We'll be satisfied with 1 year. But you still have the other side of the court. The penalty for doing one of these, for committing fraud, is 30 years. It's not on my side. It's on their side that they give you that. We can ask the judge to break it down a little or something, but there are some points you don't have any control because there's penalties behind anything you mess up on. Yeah, he could easily get 5 years. But let's get back to this argument. So apparently Derek and Rogers had an argument. It was a pretty bad one too because Rogers put a video out saying that he was a scammer. Now, as I'm going through showing you, because I like to back things as I say it, that in his account are states missing. But then as I'm going through it, I'm saying, well, California here, is Ohio here. Where the frick is Baltimore, Maryland? It's not there because he removed it. Because I guarantee you that he probably tried to buy his product to bring it down there. Now, again, Derek doesn't know anything about screen paints at all. He doesn't. He really doesn't know jack. We can tell that from the door, from how he speaks and talks about his product. But it wouldn't take much for him to show that the product didn't work if it came up gray. So if he had popped that can and he had shook it up and he had painted it down and that screen came up gray, he would have a world of freaking evidence against this guy that pretty much, again, I told you before, Danny lives in this make-believe world where he thinks he's king. I don't know where that comes from, but he thinks he is. He thinks he's untouchable, whatever. But anyway, and that would have basically destroyed his pride dramatically. Now, I don't think Derek would know the proper paperwork to go in and file for that particular form of fraud or whatever. He wouldn't know anything about that at all, period. Because, again, he commits fraud. He's a scammer himself. But anyway, but a black paint coming up gray, that's another story. He wouldn't need much for that one. So something sparked off between those two. So as I come in here, and I'm telling you why he would remove his state, because for some reason, Danny's product always comes up gray. It came up gray with the customer. It came up gray with Crow or Jamie, because Jamie did a demonstration. We have it all recorded. We have it documented. And you'll see that he did a narrow view, so that way you couldn't basically match the screen's color to anything black in the environment. So he kept it. But the only problem he had is that the motorized projection screen, the bottom base is black, and so was the handle, and that's how we saw it. And that video went missing. He deleted the video. Then he came back with another video, and the screen's magically black. Same thing, Roger removed the video off his account that showed him painting the screen in. And when it came back from editing, all of a sudden, boot, the screen's black. But the screen he painted down close on the table didn't turn the same color as the screen that was laying on the floor. Anyone pick up on that? A lot of people did. You out yourself when you do stuff like that. You really out yourself. All right, now, knowing the reason why he was scared. Let's go over here. Let's look up the abbreviation for Maryland. All right? Now, we got letters here from Daryl. Not Daryl, sorry about that. Derek. We got letters from him showing exactly where he's at. So Derek this is the letters he sent to us. Derek is minister. He calls himself minister again. This is brother and Derek.